Welcome to Kyle Field, home to the Texas A&M Aggies, a unique and special environment in college football. This crowd coming together to make up the 12th man, trying to make it very difficult for any opponent. It's a late season, top 25 matchup here. Two teams that have earned the right to be ranked will test each other, and there's big playoff implications. As we'll see the number 12 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Aggies will kick it away to start us off. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Looking downfield, it's Perkins. Running out of time in the pocket.
Well, I always want to see quarterbacks try to pick up some additional yards. They're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have got to stay in the game and stay on the field. He's got to be careful out there.
Second down after that previous play. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Makes the grab. It's Cole. You bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid game.
Hey, a first down here by this Oregon offense. Nice to see the quarterback and receiver in sync and very efficient. Something that Oregon really prides itself on. As much as you want to think about that quarterback with the ability to run, remember, they can hurt you with their arm as well.
And looking to throw now on first down. It's a quick grab. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, they get positive yards here, but you have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
And second down after that completion. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Caught over the middle. It's Cole. He's brought down, but the gain moves the ball to the 39.
Boy, a nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
Back to throw again. The pocket breaking down. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover.
Well, here it is, opening drive of the game. Just trying to find that rhythm, run the ball, a couple passes, and this one backfires. Poor decision by the quarterback. That's 100% on him, and this defense now gives their own offense great field position here to get points on the board.
One man at the backfield, and he'll get the football. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run?
Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Good enough for first down yardage. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. First down, looking to throw the ball. Lets it go quickly. And it's caught off the deflection. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Forced out of bounds, but not before the football's moved inside the 10. It'll be first down and goal. And the Aggies trying to punch it in. It's first and goal.
You know, we've seen this guy make a lot of plays, but one of the things that really stands out to me is his desire to want to come down with the ball. Here the ball is deflected. Instead of giving up on the play, he still has that desire to come up with the catch to help his quarterback out.
Ball moved back to the 4 for 2nd and goal. Locates the tight end. It's complete. Brought down at the 2 after the catch. The offense close to punching it in. Getting closer, but now it's 3rd down. Can they punch it in from the 2? Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Intercepted in the end zone. Not much on the return, but they snuff out the drive with the takeaway.
Well, this isn't exactly how we envision this game getting started. You see an interception early, you're thinking, okay, great opportunity. Bang, they throw an interception right back. So everything is even. We can start all over, and the offense comes back out on the field.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Game moves the ball out past the 25-yard line.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Takes the handoff again. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior. So from the 28-yard line, it's a 3rd and manageable here. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
Stopped right there at the line, no gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fit, holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Back to pass. It's Perkins. Bringing pressure. And the ball is hauled in. And they bring him down quickly, but that's a solid gain on the short throw.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Brought down at the 40. That'll be a 1st down.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
And the Ducks will try to keep this drive moving. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to the 30.
Boy, good job up front by this offensive line, and a nice job by the back of finding that hole to pick up the 1st down. And honestly, Chris, this is what I think about when I think of Oregon. I know the uniforms and the flash and the dash and all the different things that people associate with this program. This is what I think about. Toughness, ability to run the ball when they have to pick up 1st downs, and they did it right there.
Here's the 2nd down play. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Catch made on the left side. And he's going to run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Wanted no part of contact on that play. Ninth play of the drive coming up. This is a tough 3rd and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal.
Now that's what I call coming through for your team in a pressure situation. Great read, got the ball where it needed to go, and now you're set up to get 6.
1st and goal, handoff. And it just gets back to the line of scrimmage. That'll do it for the first quarter of play. They've had the break to talk about it. Now we begin the quarter with the offense set up 2nd and goal. They'll try to power it in right up the middle. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Ducks. Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. Well, they slowed the game down with a long, grinding drive to produce a touchdown. That was impressive.
What's impressive to me is the consistency. You know, it's one thing to hit a receiver and you score a big touchdown, but to be able to go and sustain drives and keep the sticks moving, that puts a lot on the quarterback and the execution of the offense. Man, did they make that look easy.
Away from the end zone. The offense will go for it here on 4th down. They'll try to run this one in. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon.
I think they completely caught this defense off guard. 4th down and goal. I think everybody thinks the quarterback's going to have the ability to run or throw, but instead they run the football in here, and they somehow get this touchdown.
And the point after is right down the middle. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Keeping it on the ground here. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Off play action, he's looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot. And he's got it for a huge gain, brought down at the 30.
Well, this is what you would call a 3-down back. Running backs that can run between the tackles, they can get outside, and they can also catch the ball out of the backfield. Here they have the benefit of having one of those kind of backs that can not just catch the ball, but once he gets his hands on the ball, he's got enough wiggle and speed to be able to get after a defense.
Receiver makes the catch. Touchdown, Aggies. Strong game by this quarterback. Now the try here for the extra point. And the PAT is good. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. The returner is brought down. Gets us started on the next drive. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time. Looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. That's the spin move. The junior able to bring him down quickly. So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. The pass rush closing in. Pressured and dropped back at the 8-yard line. The Ducks will bring their punt team onto the field. So from his own end zone, he gets the kick away. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. It's a short completion to the big tight end. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
An empty backfield on 2nd and short. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. And he'll fling this one deep down the middle. And the pass caught inside the 15. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. Texas A&M has moved into the red zone now. Off the RPO, caught to the right. And he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's 2nd and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here. So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Makes the catch. Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. They'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Fields it just outside the goal line. Coverage team brings down the returner.
That return backfires on him. Now their offense is stuck with the ball inside their own 10.
And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Dropping back, it's Perkins. Quick completion to the tight end. That's a nice gain. We'll move the football up to the 27.
Boy, nice completion here by this Oregon offense to be able to show you it's not just about the quarterback's ability to run. Often you associate that with that Oregon quarterback, right? That dual threat guy that can run it. Do not forget about their ability to throw the football out in Eugene. Think about Darren Thomas, the career that he had. He started for a few years, took his team all the way to the national championship, made some big throws. Justin Herbert. Of course, enough said, we see it every NFL Sunday what he can do. 4-year starter for the Ducks. We're still seeing these Ducks quarterbacks being able to throw the football.
After a first down loss, it's 2nd and long from their 25. Offense looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. And it's complete downfield. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Quarterback drops back. And the junior able to get home with the sack. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. This middle linebacker can play all over the field. That's why they bring him in the blitz, and he gets home.
Yeah, usually you think of this middle linebacker who's kind of a sideline-to-sideline player defending the run, but here the timing and the instincts as a blitzer coming right through the middle of that offensive line, and he gets to the quarterback.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Breaks loose at the 45. An explosive play. Big gain. Spotted down near the 37. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. The Ducks line up on 1st and 10 now. To the air. It's Perkins. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a 1st down. The Ducks looking to cash in this red zone trip. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Trying to extend the play. Goes a fastball, but it's intercepted. Going the other way. Can they stop him? Now the 40. And look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Wow, what a play by this defense to come up with the interception. And a big return. They almost take it to the house, but you got to give the quarterback some credit. Yeah, he threw a pick, but he didn't give up on the play and hang his head. Instead, he makes the tackle to prevent the defense from scoring.
He's got it near the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, A&M. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Returner decides to field it. And the returner will be brought down. Comes back out on the field. Backed up this close to the end zone in the final minute. Let's see if they just decide to take care of the football and look toward the second half. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Perkins. And this pass is caught, brought down at the 28, and that's good enough for a 1st down. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. And they heave it deep downfield. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. The sure hands. It's Cole. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their third and final of the half. How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Here's the throw deep downfield. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. And it's caught. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield at the 48. Time running down. Just one play left here in the half. Looking to throw. It's Perkins. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks.
Well, they've rolled the dice here, call that play, and it works out. They get points on the board. They cut into the lead. Now you got a ton of momentum going in at halftime to make some adjustments and come out feeling that you can come back and win this game.
The extra point is good. They're down by a touchdown, 21-14. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Set to advance on the football. The call for the fair catch here. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They stop him after a 6-yard gain. So 2nd and 4.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up the first down here on this next play.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Tackle made at the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll run it here. He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49. Second down after that run on the previous play. He'll hand it off. Fights through a tackle. Looks like Texas A&M will have the first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Takes the handoff and tests the left side. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. This offense continues to roll. We wondered, would this defense come up with some answers at halftime? Not on that play.
No, they've tried to make every adjustment they can. This offense has been very impressive with the way they're able to keep this ball on the ground, churning out big yards. I think they're gaining more confidence, really, as this game goes on.
Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
There's a shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. This offense really clicking. That's another strike from this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against this secondary. Let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good. They stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Handoff to the back. Breaking free at the 35. Stiff arms the man. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. No pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
2nd and 10 here. To throw, it's Perkins. Receiver makes the grab.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
3rd down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the 3rd quarter. That's a design quarterback keeper. It's a fumble. Defense recovers the fumble. It's a turnover.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. They had a brilliant touchdown drive last time, mixing the run and the pass. Can they keep that going again? Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. The pass ball is incomplete on the scramble. That's good coverage.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually that's going to cost you.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down. The Aggies will line up to punt it away. Bringing it back, it's Cole. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. He's a dangerous returner. Found a good lane there. They finally get him, but excellent field position at the start of this drive. Offense retakes the field. They are really in a hole here, and that turnover in the last possession did not help. Someone on the line there moved a bit early. Offense gets a 5-yard penalty. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Back to throw. It's Perkins. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
It's now second down.
Important second down play coming up. The D coordinator showing heavy blitz pre-snap. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's third down. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. Crucial play, down double digits in the second half. They're going to go for it on fourth down. There's the snap, looking to throw the ball. He finds the running back for a fourth down catch. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
And the Ducks begin a new series here, 1st and 10. To the air, it's Perkins. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play, brings up second down.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
So second down after the incompletion. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Makes the grab. It's Morton. The ball is loose. The defense recovers, trying to run this back now. And he breaks loose down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Texas A&M on the scoop and score.
Like a great play. The receiver just drops the football. He clearly made the catch. The ball's on the ground, and how about the defense? Instead of just bouncing on it, they had the presence of mind to pick it up and go the other way for a touchdown.
Using that challenge, a smart move by the head coach as the officials overturned the previous ruling on the field. Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. The back's got it. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Looking for 6. Incomplete, and that shot to the end zone. This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on third down, trying to force a field goal. Looking to throw. It's Perkins. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
And here comes the field goal unit onto the field. This will be a 35-yard attempt. The field goal is good.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And here's a fair catch by the return man. First down here for this offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Looks to the left, and it's complete. And the ball to the ground. It's a turnover. This should be the last play of the quarter coming up. They're going to run it here. Ball carrier brought down. What is the final play of this third quarter?
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Texas A&M 28, Oregon 17.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. The back's got it again. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
So now it's third and short from the plus 24. Could be 4-down territory. Interesting to see what the call is here. And they pick up the first on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a fourth down stop. Line getting set up. It's a first down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's going for a big play downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Tackle made after a big gain.
But how about this aggressive approach by this offense? They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and these guys are continuing to throw the football. I think the offense coordinator understands that he can't allow his team to get too comfortable or complacent, even with having a lead here in the fourth.
They'll test the right side here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
The quarterback making some changes at the line. They look to throw it here on second down. Looking for his big tight end. Makes the catch downfield. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. He'll spot the ball now at the 35.
I mean, Chris, look at this guy. I mean, you talk about having a great day throwing the football and leading his team to a nice, comfortable lead late in the game, and it continues. The coach is showing confidence of what he can do.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And he'll set up to throw. Little floater there, but it falls incomplete. Now it's second down here. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket. He's going to take off here. Runs into the teeth of that defense, picks up just a couple yards.
Nice call here with the bootleg to get him out to the out. Right. Nobody's open downfield, so he shows you what he can do with his legs and picks up a few yards.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. Defense wraps him up after a 6-yard gain. Brings up 4th down.
Chris, give him some credit here. He's fighting to get to that 1st down. Breaks the tackle. Just comes up a little bit short of the 1st down.
4th down and 2 coming up as they try to keep the drive going. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Trying to create here on the move. He pulls in the catch. They make the tackle, but he easily gets 1st down yardage, and the drive keeps going.
You know, they've got a lead here late in the game, and the play calling, I think, shows you how much confidence they have in this quarterback. He's had a pretty clean game today, and this decision to still throw the ball with the lead shows you that they believe he's going to make the right decision.
And it's a touchdown, but there is a flag down. Let's check out the marker. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. And the Aggies come to the line with 1st and goal. Handoff as they try to work the clock here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Great job by the running back of staying inbounds to continue to work that clock, working here in the 4th quarter with the lead. You got that defense getting closer and closer to their goal line. They are backed up, and they are desperate. They've got to make a play here. The offense just has to take care of the ball, a chance to really secure victory here.
Tackled after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line.
Chris, it's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Now when he dropped it, the would-be touchdown could not come up with the football. Now it's 4th down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Oh, they stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now.
Wow, Chris, I don't know. You got control of this game, and you go for it here? A little bit confusing. Why even allow your opponent any chance of anything? Finish out the win and just punt it away.
1st down here. The offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. To throw, it's Perkins. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Finding space at the 20. They'll make the tackle, but it's enough for a 1st down. Good call on that screen play. Now here comes the bunch formation. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. 1st down. Looking to throw the football. Wow, a 3rd pick tonight by the QB. Can he take it all the way? Touchdown, A&M. Wow, what a play, a defensive score. And a pick 6, a monster play by this defense here, Kurt.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
And the extra point was up and good. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. This thing is so out of hand, all you can do now is play for a little shred of pride. Pressure is coming. Final minutes here. They'll throw it deep downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup.
Hey, listen, this game isn't over yet. The defense can't get too comfortable with this lead, and I know the coach isn't content with giving up plays like that at any point in the game.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looks like he's going to run it. And he'll hit out of bounds to avoid the hit. Did not pick up first down yardage.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Scanning the field. It's Perkins. He's running out of time here. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk. But with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
4th down. He's throwing for it. Defense is coming after him. And he's swarmed by the pass rush. A sack to end this drive.
Now, the quarterback's got to get the ball out of his hands. He had a lot of time back there in the pocket, looking over the field, desperately trying to find an open receiver. Nobody's open, but he still has got to take off and try to make a play. Instead, he's sacked, and it's a turnover on downs.
And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack.
Breaks clear. End zone ahead. He muscled out of bounds very close to the goal line.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense.
Touchdown, Aggies. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
You know, coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
They'll return it from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16.
Oregon offense will take over 1st and 10.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. And it's incomplete. Just 5 seconds left on the clock now.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
Scanning the field, it's Perkins. And the clock winding down, they'll take a deep shot. And he's intercepted for the 4th time tonight. Look out, he's got some space. And that turnover will finish the football game. Well, frankly, Kirk, we hope for games that are a little bit more suspenseful. This one got out of hand early, ended up being a rout.
That's putting it nicely, Chris, right? This was a complete blowout. A solid performance in all areas by this team. Their coaches should be proud of how they looked out there today.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.